Brewmaster, like dusting off the Visage.
I haven't seen a lot of these heroes in a long time. Burning stuff so far away.
Mid lane, they start with the Tyrian chains and do a quick rot. What's he going to do? Imprison up? He can actually get hooked back straight away. jerAx is so low, he actually tried to wait it out. OP will get the first blood. jerAx is seeing this arrive, so Q is going to arrive in. Remember, they've still got Fly behind him, and the hook actually latches the Visage. So a lot of damage to a tower, a kill onto the support too. Oh, there's your Searing Chains. There's no real follow-up. He's going to get imprisoned. Where's that defensive spirit? You assume he's got one. Okay, no he doesn't. He's going to plant it down and then get away. Sentry Ward's down, so jerAx also being revealed. He managed to find the invis route. Does he get out of range? Yes, he does, and then tries to run himself. No! Oh, we burn out to the Ignite.
Time for Slaughter to make their move.
Q. Blink. Crush. A lot of supports coming over. jerAx, he does have stick charges available, actually denies himself, and now you get the start of Searing Chains, combining it with the Veil of Discord. Notel will move over as well. Anna dropping down very, very low. You've got the extra heal, plus the Shallow Grave up from Fly. They're trying to get close enough to him with the Soul Assumption, but Notel will sacrifice his life to keep the Ember Spirit alive, but will that even be enough? No, Ember will die as well, and the Crush on the back lines, Fly and S4. S4 will finally split, but is the damage already done? Weaver doesn't have time lapse, but he does have the ability. Send him up and towards the air with the Storm Ruling, but he comes back down again with one charge is triggered. The buyback out from the Ember, trying to keep the fight going, but if he dies again with the Blink Crush, Ember is gone! 40 seconds on the sideline with the dieback. S4 has re-entered his Brulee form, but burning right behind him. The clap is beautiful, but the damage is repaired with time lapse. S4 still on the run, actually leading Invictus Gaming over towards jerAx, but it's Notel under the tower. He'll die again too. The Soul Assumption charges are just building up time and time again, and now it's up to jerAx on the front line. A blink, a crush, another amplification. One by one, they all go to the slaughter. OG
hero with instant cast like that, they need something else to help him out.
Was getting very aggressive, but so is S4. The blink, the clap. He actually looks to get the creep wave, but actually found Q in the trees. A quick jump forward, slide of fist. That's a lot of damage with the burn and the hook. It cancels out the slander. XXS pulled back in again, so Notel will find that one. Even the courier missed micro from Invictus Gaming. They lost it. It had a wand as well as a TP scroll on it, so nothing absolutely huge. But the hook again from jerAx, grabbing Bobo, pulling him back into OG. So there's 3 heroes gone and a tower follow-up, but no, they don't have buybacks available.
This hasn't been the best day for him on the support.
Oh my. Hello! And goodbye. Quick push away, and he already actually has the 4-staff up and running, but can't get that far away. Quick imprisonment, they create a little bit of distance. The Illusion's trying to keep the Slider out, but he just comes back in again, gets a double crush. Maybe with the extra stuns, they can keep jerAx in control, so he can't just do that. It's the Dismember. Shallow Grave allows jerAx to keep rotting and staying on the front lines. He needs to get the bug off him. Actually, he just denies himself. Lets the Shallow Grave tick out, but another double crush. This Slider really proving his worth. The buyback has to come out from jerAx. Notel is just so low. He's got Thunder back off cooldown again. He can use it on the Visage, potentially turn this fight around for himself. But when the stuns come out from the familiar birds, I don't really have that option, but jerAx needs a line for the hook. 3 seconds on cooldown. Blink, clap forward. Brewmaster will get stunned up, but jerAx just moves forward, and they don't need to do anything. No extra pick abilities triggered. Fully. So Roshan isn't dead yet. Okay, now finally Anna's going to come in and do something.
It's fast enough. With a medallion, it's much quicker than... I'm super surprised if he picked up an MKB pretty soon too, to deal with the Brewmaster. I guess Brewmaster actually can't.
Do they camp the Spirit? A ping just came out, and now, okay, well, Fly gets revealed. The jump forward. Weaver was looking for the opportunity. Familiar drop downs, but the Primal Split already came in from S4, so Slaughter caught inside the tree lines. If they can bring him down, there isn't that continuous amplification which Invictus Gaming exploited so perfectly in their last engagement. Instead, this fight splits into multiple parts. It's Notel looking for his kind of opening. Odie's already been spun up and towards the air, but no, they just don't have enough. Not once burning arrives, and Anna cannot continue to be hit by the orbs. He's got the distance, he's got the speed. jerAx, however, does not have either of those things. So Odie comes in,
So at this juncture,
They should jump forward. S4 tries to help him out. They push him back. There's that Hurricane Pike going to work, but multiple spirits forward. OP's almost gone. He drops the hammer. They'll break the Aegis, the Immortal. Defense imprisonment. Trying to buy a little bit of time. He'll pop back out again. Cannot blink out. And now with the double familiar stuns, will it be enough? Not when jerAx in the middle of him, rotting him up. It's not just a slow, it's a sleight of fist build damage with also that Ember Spirit. Is there enough? You got XXS on the run. Ana, too quick. The blink forward lets the steering chains do the work. And BoBoKa be the last one to fall here for Invictus Gaming. Burning was able to escape, but Notel able to track him down.
I would say even better than the DD for this sort of Ember builds.
More spam damage. Blink forward, never get caught by it. Notel still there, they hook him away from the Slaughter. And with the defensive imprisonment that actually happened from OP, Terrorblade has a little bit more distance to get away. There's still no Metamorphosis. It's on cooldown for 1 more second. So if Notel wants to try and turn this one, they'll have the option to do so. A quick hook, dragging Burning down. He'll have to time lapse pretty early in the fight. Terrorblade, Sunder, 2 seconds, 1 second. Is coming back off cooldown right now. S4 blinks into the clap with a Spirit forward from Ana. They find the opening over on Q. Odie again with the defensive imprisonment, pushes himself out with the Hurricane Pike, but he dies shortly after the fact. And then they move over to BoBoKa. The Ogre Magi just cannot keep this distance up, being forced into the middle of the fights, and this seems like a very familiar story. Burning, the sole survivor, tries to run back, now reveals himself, triggers the diffusal blade over on the Ember Spirit, but jerAx misses the hook. S4's there for the clamp, so Burning doesn't have the movement speed he's really looking for, but Shikuchi back off cooldown, keeps the run going, and this will allow him to escape, or will it? Ana, hot on the tail, Spirit jump forward, he has the damage. Invictus Gaming, it is a 5-man wipe in favor of OG.
Fine, so they kind of know that
they find Notel.
Notel's in this area.
Yep. Blink, crush, amplification, Notel, no man to work with. So one very, very dead Terrorblade, but
he was also very close to his point booster too, so that's going to actually be a lot for them. They might actually get S4 too as OP goes for the Sandy's.
Yep. Oof. Not quite. jerAx in range. S4 still on the run back out of the town, so he's going to have to split and try and fight this. So the BKB, that's the 10-second charge triggered by OP, looking for that kill. As OG, they'll claim the shrine as well. Invictus Gaming, they still look for that opening. Ana is possibly their best opportunity with a good multicast. They only got 2 out of it. Straight back into the sleight of fist. So no follow-up from IG.
IG don't have good vision in that area though. They only have vision on the north side, but they're not even close to over there.
Familiar. Blink, clap, split. Onto the Slaughter, as well as onto the Weaver. They all try and get the distance, but they send the OD up. It's a Storm Ruling that's done it. The Slaughter's on the run back out of here with all the Terrorblade illusions and Metamorphosis. They got so much damage. OD will be protected by his BKB, drops the hammer, so the Pudge will drop. But really, does he have enough of his teammates left? They've done all their damage possible. Fly will finally die as well, but the buyback had to come in from Slaughter, so he can blink crush back in again. But as Bobo and Burning, they're the hard ones doing the work. While Notel's alive and he can switch life like that, even Ogre Magi can't fight. S4 back in for the clap. Burning's on the run. They need more detection. There's a sentry ward around the pit, but they find Burning up on the cliffside. A quick drunken haze. You gonna come back into this? Notel creates a quick copy. Slaughter not really wanting to go in any more than that. Just a quick crush and that was enough. And S4 looking for a blind blink. Doesn't find his opportunity. Delays enough time that maybe the Slaughter is able to escape on almost no life.
Shrine still up and available as the dire side if they choose to use it. Ember Spirit used the Radiant Shrine in that process.
Oh, jerAx, hook, okay. You're gonna use the Dragon Lance, but Ana then just jumps on top of the Weaver. Roots him in, forces out a quick time lapse. 40 seconds now on cooldown, and they get a second steering chain. Terrorblade's back on the front lines. The hook is going to miss. Only drags back the illusion of the Terrorblade. Thanks to that defensive imprisonment onto the Ogre Magi. It still leaves BoBoKa stranded in the middle of the OG lineup, so he'll fall as well. OP trying to get rid of these illusions, going to get steering chain rooted up. The OG know what they want. No Ogre, it's time for Roshan.
Ogre's actually a big deal in these fights too because of the level 4 Bloodlust. I think he enables the OD to actually do the damage that he was doing in the earlier parts of the game. Burning, trying to scout out, get any signs of OG and where their positioning is.
IG are going to be counting the lucky stars that Observe Wharton Sentry haven't been scouted out because it's letting them know what they can get away with. The hook from jerAx and then Spirit away from Ana makes for an interesting little detour. But they're still working on Roshan, so down to half-life. Once again, you've got to commit to this. Burning understands now there's a sentry ward in front of the pit. As he gets drunk and hazed as he ran past the pit.
Yeah, where are IG's wards? This Observer ward has stayed up there the entire fight.
Oh, nice. Familiar clap down. S4 and Notel being caught by it. Get another imprisonment. This one just trying to take S4 out of the mix. Sana being isolated. That Observer ward still giving some really good vision, so Ana can play his spots perfectly. Another hit, and allows for jerAx to just combo into the hook. So he can say goodbye to Q and Brewmaster. Jumps in, goes to the split. OD has to trigger his BKB, but he's doing this to TP away to safety. It's actually back up to the Shrines, not too far out. They haven't triggered it yet. They're being very, very patient. The Storm Brewlings are creating enough space that OG, they can finish up Roshan before any kind of countermeasure can be there for for IG and jerAx. Oh, he's more of a distraction. The frontline tank, the meat shield, and another hook just short of the slider. They move forward. Notel with the extra slows. The Spirit jumps forward. Ana! The damage output is huge from him. And now the Shrine, the thing they tried to save before they fought, will now be claimed as well as Roshan.
jerAx has been doing such a good job of space creation. He just kind of walks in.
Game 2 was too. Like, they can push quite well with the Terrorblade behind him. So, hey, IG, you don't have as much time as you might have thought. jerAx in a great spot with his Observer Ward. If anyone TP's up high, oh, okay, he's a little bit too early. And the hook was a little bit too short. Reveals his position, but the damage is being done. They get the stop down. This could be big. Catching out Ana, but the shallow grave again. Fly is going to be the right place at the right time. Burning has to back out. There's just so much Terrorblade in the front line. There's a hook from jerAx, pulling back in the Slaughter into a fight he does not want to be part of. They've lost the Familiars. They've lost their stuns. The Brutalies are causing absolute chaos on the back lines. While Notel trying to focus more on the ranks. Burning will come through and offer his side. OD's down as well. There's just too much firepower in the OG arsenal. They'll push down closer, fighting underneath the tier 4 towers. jerAx is even just sitting there. Ghost steps it up, doesn't care. He's got another hook available, and even now Shallow Grave is back off cooldown. They're losing everything, and this could be the game. They've lost all 5, and in fact, it is GG. OG, they were forced to a third after losing game 1, but they'll still take the series at a 2-1.
I think Notel had like 650 damage, just almost better than a Rapier, I would say, because he had a DD during that fight. I think Runes